pieces that you've actually written for Spiked is a piece about an incident that happened, I believe, 1.5 years ago. There was an internet comedian in Scotland who goes by the name of Count Dankula. His real name is
Marcus Meekin.
Yeah, Marcus Meekin. And he made a online vlog which was sort of documenting an elaborate joke he was playing on his girlfriend, where in order to annoy her, he trained her dog to react enthusiastically to Hitler videos, and specifically phrases like "Sieg Heil" and, more disturbingly, "Gas the Jews," when "Gas the Jews" was stated in an enthusiastic voice pitch. And what you wrote about was that actually this man was essentially arrested for this. And can you tell us a bit about this story? Because I think it's quite important in terms of everything else you've been saying.
I think this is a really crucial story in this. I mean, we've had a couple of moments where governments have tried to intervene with comedians, most notably Mike Ward, a comedian in Canada, who was fined $42,000 for a joke he told by the Quebec Human Rights Tribunal, I think it is. Found guilty, $42,000. And that, I think, is very, very disturbing. Canada's a bit nuts about this sort of stuff, though. You know, it's very troubling over there. What troubles me about this, we've had a few people serve jail time in the UK for jokes. You probably don't know about it. They're normally teenagers, normally working class unemployed teenagers who've posted a bad taste joke on Facebook. And I'm talking actual jail time. Doesn't get much coverage, but it has happened. I think that is that's certainly authoritarianism. I mean, we should have all been outraged about that. And that is not to say that I support the joke or think that they weren't funny. And I would also say, yes, that's probably offensive and poor taste, but I think once you're imprisoning anyone for a joke, that you've gone way too far. But the Crown Prosecution Service in Scotland has thought it wise to take this man to court, Marcus Meekin, for what is overtly a comedic video. There's no doubt about it. Whether you find it funny or not is besides the point. You know, that can't be the benchmark of whether something's acceptable or not, whether you find it funny. For one thing, everyone has a different sense of humour. Also, if I get a bad review, do I have to then do community service, right? That cannot be the limit. When he made this video, for a start, it's a Nazi pug. That's already funny, yes? It's right. If he's serious now, the prosecutor, you can actually read some of the statements because this has been going. It's still going on. The state is filibustering. It's been going on and on.
Yeah, they haven't decided yet what his sentence is going to be.
They keep delaying. Now, I'd like to think that almost certainly he's going to be found not guilty and common sense will prevail. I'm sure that is the case. But the fact that he's been on trial now for, what is it, 1.5 years? Or something? I mean, it's already an outrage. And you can read some of the transcripts that have come out, and the prosecutor is saying things like, you are using the guise of humour to propagate anti-Semitic hatred. Right? That's what they actually are saying. Now, if he was really trying to spread the tenets of neo-Nazism, there would be better mediums than pugs, I would suggest. What's worse about this is that at the start of the video, he says, I'm trying to annoy my girlfriend, so I've decided to turn her cute wee dog into the most disgusting thing I can think of, a Nazi. So he's explained the joke, which comedians should never do. But he's done it, he's explained it for you. It's there in black and white. He didn't have to, but he did it. And then every time he says Sieg Heil, the pup does that with its paw. So you're laughing already. You haven't seen it, but you're laughing. So anyone who hasn't been lobotomized knows that this is humorous, right? But the prosecutors are genuinely saying this. So there's one of two things going on there. Either the Crown Prosecution Service in Scotland genuinely believes this is anti-Semitic hatred, in which case they shouldn't be doing it in those jobs. That's terrifying, because that's amoeba-level stupidity. Or they know that it was meant to be a joke and they're prosecuting for different reasons, and in that case it's a sinister situation. So either way, this is not a good... I mean, I think it will be a landmark case. Either way, I mean, can you imagine if he was sent to jail for this? This is... It will be huge.
Well, he believes he's going to be sent to jail. He's made statements to that effect recently.
I can't see it happening. I'm sure at some point the state will put a stop to this. Surely? I mean, am I just being hopelessly optimistic? I can't see it.